Okay, welcome to part 2 of today's lesson. After you finish the recording, listening to the audio file, write your answers here, and to check your answers, scroll down to the bottom of the PowerPoint. Here, you will find the answers right here, slide number 20. If you want to listen more than once, you can find the audio file on Blackboard under listening. Okay, you go to Blackboard, you find it under listening. Okay, so now let's move on to the second part of our today's lesson, or the third part, which is, sorry, not this one. The third part of today's lesson is presentations. Okay, which is, I have received so many emails from students asking or inquiring about presentations. And now I'll explain to you in details what you should do. Okay, and you have around 10 days to get ready and prepare only 6 slides. Don't worry, you have a lot of time. Okay, so presentations, first of all, they are in week 15 after 2 weeks, and if you need to always to check Blackboard announcements. You have the exact dates over there. I will send the schedule. I'll split each class into 2 days. Okay, day 1 and day 2. And you have to prepare only 6 slides about your future career. Okay, what job you want to have in the future, and you need to present or talk about it. And the weighting is 20 marks, 20 points for the presentation. And you need to do it on Microsoft Teams, you know, just you and me. You send it, it's only 4 to 5 minutes. And when you finish the slides, you need to send them to me 1 day before your presentation, not now. I will not accept anything now, because many students send it early and then, teacher, this is version 2. Teacher, this is version 3. No, take your time. Send me the final version 1 day before. I will save it. Okay? When we do it on Microsoft Teams, I will control the screen. I will show you the first slide and you talk. Okay? The second, the third, and that's it. Okay? Let's get to a sample of the PowerPoint that I hope all of you can produce at the end. You need to produce 6-slide presentation. Okay, number 1, introduction, outline. You talk about yourself, things to achieve about the job, and the summary. I chose this as an example. My future career as a teacher. Okay, so if you need to use a sample, use all the slides that have a brown background. These are the sample. Do not copy all the slides. First slide should look like this, with your my future career and your job and your name. Second, outline means the content of your presentation. Okay, about me, about yourself, your career goals, and about the job. Okay. Now, when you talk, now this outline means the introduction. This is what you do it. After you talk about yourself, this is my presentation, and this is the outline for today's presentation. I will talk about me, myself, about my career goals, and about the job. Then you move on. You say, now first we'll start with the first slide about me. You need to talk about yourself in terms of your personality, your interests, and your skills. 3 areas you have to cover. Okay, personality, hardworking, friendly, sociable. You only put keywords. Do not write sentences. Just put some words, and you should be able to speak and compose big sentences. For example, you can do this. Oh, about me, my personality, I am a hardworking person. I'm also very friendly with people, and I am sociable. I like to socialize and meet people. See, I give like 5-6 sentences and I have only 4 words. You don't have to write sentences, just words. Interests, things I'm interested in. Oh, I'm interested in meeting people. I'm interested in traveling and reading books. I always like to read books, especially in weekends. Skills. Talk about your skills. I'm good at, using computers. I'm good at organizing my time and working in a team. I enjoy working in a team. Now, these slides that do not have brown edges, these are not, they just explain to you how to do the presentation. If you want to talk about your personality, these are words that can help you. You can say, I'm responsible, I'm dependable, reliable, energetic, flexible, mature, or open-minded. Okay? So you can say this. I'm energetic because I do not tire easily. I'm energetic because I do not tire easily. Okay? Or you can say I'm flexible, because I can accept new or different ideas. I'm open-minded. Sorry, I'm flexible. I can accept, I'm open-minded. I can accept new or different ideas. I'm mature, I act like an adult, not like a child. You can choose any of these personal traits. Personal traits. You have more of them here. Honest, polite, cooperative, patient, organized. Neat, self-assertive, motivated, hardworking. And you can choose here the other part and compose a big sentence. Okay? You should not include these slides in your presentation. You only include this one. These just explain to you how to talk, how to speak when you show this slide. Okay? Now, slide number 14. This is how you should talk about your personality. You can do this. You can use I am plus adjective plus so or because and detail. For example, I'm hardworking, so I always finish on time. I'm social, so I can talk to my students and colleagues. I'm interested in traveling, can say, and my favorite place to travel is the UK. To talk about interests, you use interested in plus gerund. To talk about your skills, you say I'm good at plus gerund. I'm good at using computers, so I can make good lessons. Okay, is that clear? These slides explain the slides that come before. Don't include these in your presentation. Now let's move on to your career goals. When you talk about your career goals, you should have your own goal. I have my own goals. Everybody has their own goals. You should have your own. For example, look at this. Now let's move on to career goals. My goals are, I plan to work as a temp for a school because I want to be a teacher in the future. I want to work in a primary school. I would like 3 things from my job. Okay? Why? These are all your goals. I want to have a good salary. I would like to have job security. I would like there to be working in a pleasant space. I like to be working in a pleasant space. Means very good environment, positive environment. This slide will explain to you how to talk about your career goals. Follow this. You can write similar sentences, memorize them when you present. Okay? I would like there to be, for example, a good salary so I can take care of my parents. Okay, here you have only keywords, a good salary, but you should come up with the rest. I like there to be a good salary because I want to feed, or I want to help support my family, support my kids, support my husband, or I want to buy a new house, or I would like to save for my annual trips to Europe. Okay, Job security. You can always give reasons. You say, I want this because, I want this because, or so. Now, slide number 5 is about teaching. Now, let's talk about the job you choose. If you choose a teaching job like this, you should here list qualities or the skills teachers should have. Okay, you can do this. Okay, about the job, the teaching job is teachers must be organized. Okay. Why? Because they need to plan their lessons on time. They need to conduct exams on time and grade papers and communicate with students and be available during office hours. Also, teachers must help students. Okay, and teachers must prepare lessons so to make sure students understand. Teachers must use technology to help students engage more in their lessons and interact effectively. Teachers must also grade papers because it's very important to grade papers correctly so students can monitor their own progress. So, to be a teacher, you can say, I need to receive a bachelor degree in education. So I have to get a bachelor degree in education. I need to be a teacher. To be a teacher, I should have some experience, after graduation. I can work as a temp in a school for around 6 months or a year, and then I can find a good job. And more importantly, I need to have a good GPA. Okay, I must have a good GPA because all schools, they prefer to hire good teachers. Okay, the last slide is you summarize your whole presentation. You can say this: finally, this is the last slide of my presentation. I'm going to be a good teacher because I have all the skills for the job. I'm sociable, so I enjoy talking to students and colleagues. And I plan to get work experience as a temp after graduation to get some experience. Okay, this is your last slide where you finish and you ask audience if they have any question. But in our case, there is no audience, it's just me. Okay, so the last slide, you summarize everything you said. One point about the job, about you, your personal traits, because I have the skills and I have all that, I'm sociable, and you mention one of your career objectives. That is all. Okay, so I hope that was clear. Start planning about your presentation from today. Okay, you have a lot of time, and after you plan and you design all the slides, you can practice in front of a mirror. Okay, or you can videotape yourself. Okay, make sure it's only 4 to 5 minutes maximum. Okay, 6 slides, and in the slides, don't write too much. Just write keywords like these. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you found today's lesson useful. Please, always, you can talk to me or communicate with me on MS Teams during my office hours or by email at any time you want. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.